guys, it's Joe. I'm back with another card for you today, and this is the second card that I made using the Fawn Gnome stamp set and also the Mushroom House. I'm using the Cat Scrappiness Crafters Essentials #1 and then also the September release, which is the A2 Acetate Sheets and the Mushroom Sprinkles. So here is the Crafters Essential dies from Cat Scrappiness, and I'm taking that 3-paneled window die and I'm using it on some white cardstock. The base of my card is A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that is the die right there. I'm keeping all parts of the die, which is those 3 panels inside. I'm taking the Distress Oxide ink in Broken China, and I'm only going to be coloring 2 of the panels, only because the third panel you don't really see, it's covered up by one of the die cut images. So I'm not being too perfect about it. I'm just roughly coloring the window panel here. Really quick and easy. There's really no technique. I just wanted to get a light coating of the Broken China Distress Oxide ink on those 2 panels. Now I'm going to place the whole die cut on my card, and I use the frame as a guide to where those panels should be placed. I'm going to be using some scrapbook adhesive just to glue the panels down only, and then I will start constructing the shaker portion of the card. Okay, with that done, now I'm going to get the foam adhesive tape and then just trim it to size, trying to construct the shaker wall around the panels. And I just cut several pieces together, and that's what it looks like. That third panel has some foam adhesive in the middle, again because that third panel doesn't show in my card, and you'll see at the end. So now I'm going to adhere the acetate sheets, and these are part of the September release. They're A2 size. They come in a 10 pack and also a 25 pack. So right now I put dry adhesive at the top and bottom of the die, and then to get the little strips of the windows I use the Zig 2-way liquid glue, and then here I'm just trimming out the acetate sheet, and then after that I'm going to be doing some stamping on the front of the die. So I just placed the die cut in my stamp positioner, and the sentiment that I'm going to be using is from the Fawn Gnome stamp set, and the sentiments that I chose are "There's Gnome, Place Like Home," and I also used the smaller heart that it's included in that set. It comes with 2, a large and a small one, and I chose the small one. I was just trying to figure out the spacing of the sentiment, so I placed the heart in the middle, and then I took it out because I'll stamp it with a different color later. So I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink on the sentiment, and I stamped it a couple times just to get a solid impression. And then now I'm going to place the heart in between the 2 sentiments. It was giving me a little trouble because I had fingernails, and it was getting stuck to the acrylic stamp, and it kept on moving. So I finally got it to where I wanted to, and then I just took some red pigment ink to color the heart image, and again I stamped it a couple times just to get an opaque color. So that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to construct the shaker portion of the card, and first I just take off all the adhesive from the foam tape, and then I'm going to start filling it up with some clear confetti mix, and then also from the Craft Medley Going Green glass beads. I chose this green type of beads to go inside, And then also part of the September release, as in my first gnome card, I used the mushroom sprinkles. These are so cute and I love them. So I just put a little bit in each panel, and then I go ahead and adhere the um, window frame to the top so that everything is sealed. And you'll see that the third window on your right will be covered. And the images that I'll be using again are from the Gnome Lawn Fawn stamp set. And if you want to see the coloring portion of the images, it's on my first video of the first gnome card, and I'll leave a link in the description box so you can go ahead and watch that video first, or just watch the coloring portion. Now I got some of the uh, die cuts that I cut from the mushroom house die set from Lawn Fawn, and then again I colored it with Copic markers. It comes with two sizes, a large long one and a short one, and now I'm just trying to decide the placement of the grass. That mushroom house is from the die set as well, and then I'm just trying to cover up that third panel because we don't need to see the back, and I'm just deciding how I want to fit everything. Now I'm going to use the red die cut here, and then here I'm putting some washi tape on the back so that I can adhere the white portion of the mushroom roof, the dots, into the red cardstock, if that makes sense. When that's done, then I go ahead and take some adhesive and put it on the back of the roof and adhere it to the mushroom base. And now I'm going to add the little accessories of the house, and I've just cut up some white cardstock and glued it to the back of the door. And then I also glued the window frame to a circle die cut that is also included in the die cut set. And then now I'm just trying to figure out the placement of the window and the door. And then also the die set comes with a doorknob and like a keyhole. So then I cut that out of black cardstock, and then I'm just adhering it to the door with some liquid glue, and then it's ready to put on the card as well as all the other images. So this is the fun part where I start constructing the little scene. And so now I'm going ahead and gluing the grass onto the window panels there. I did a little mistake with the one of the grass panels. I don't know why, but I accidentally put glue on the front of the grass, and then I set it aside, and then at the end it actually worked out because it went behind. There's that little mistake there. It went behind the one of the other grass panels. So I just adhered the mushroom house with some regular adhesive tape, and then I go ahead and put the rest of the grass. After that, it's all glued together. Then I go ahead and add this, what is that? A flower stem onto the right side of the mushroom house, and then I adhere more grass onto the house, and I'm pretty sure that's all the grass that I use. And then I take one of the mushroom images and place it behind one of the grass images and next to the flower stem. So I adhere the last grass panel to the mushroom house, and then I go ahead and take the wheelbarrow image and fill it up with the largest mushroom image, and then I put the daisy, a tulip, and another daisy inside the wheelbarrow, and then I go ahead and adhere it to the card with some liquid glue, and then I place it on the first panel, which is the on the left side, and then I go ahead and put some weight to the image so that it lays flat, and then I put Mr. Gnome right next to the wheelbarrow, and then I go ahead and place Mrs. Gnome next to Mr. Gnome, and I put them close together so that they're holding hands and they look so cute. So lastly, to finish the bottom of the card, I put some green enamel dots and I placed 3 of them in the center. And I thought I was done, but then last minute I decided to add more of those mushroom sprinkles. So I take 2 and I place one each on in front of the house where the grass is, and I think that they look so adorable on the card. And so there you have my second gnome card. Again, if you haven't seen the first gnome card, I'll put the link in the description box below. And I hope you guys enjoyed these cards that I made, and I hope to bring you more cards in the future and projects. So please come back to the Cat Scrappiness YouTube channel, and I'll see you later. Bye.